everybody. This is a Lamley Preview, an RLC aka Redline Club preview. The next model is going to be available tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time on the Mattel Creations website. That's the new home for the RLC. For buying those models, Mattel sent this to me so I can preview it for you. Remember all of the mumbo jumbo. You got to be on the Mattel Creations website now. You got to be a member at Mattel Creations, but you also have to be a Redline Club member in order to get this model. That's the important part of it. But I'm going to showcase it for you. We're going to open it up, take a look at it, and I always like to provide some sort of context, some sort of connection. The Raptor F-150 is obviously a pickup truck. This is the third RLC release of this casting. I think made for RLC with the opening hood. But I had to get out all of the RLC pickups. They're over here. We're going to go through them. I don't know if it's all of the RLC pickups. It's all the ones that I have in my collection. So those of you who have been longtime RLC members, you might be able to update me on some other castings that I don't have. But let's just take a look at this. Now I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. I'm actually going to showcase this model first so you can see it and say, and you can, say yay or nay, I'm going to buy this or not. I mean, I don't know if me showing it's really going to predicate that. I think you've probably made that decision, but I'm going to show it off, and then we're going to go backwards from the most recent pickup release down to the oldest, and it might be fun to see some of those older castings. There's some legends in there too. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's have a look at this. Is obviously it's going to come in an acrylic case. Layers of boxes here. It's 2017 Ford Raptor. There's the Raptor F-150 logo. Don't know what else they already cut it open. So let's have a look at the model itself. It's jammed in there kind of nice. There we go. And here we are. So really cool what they're doing with this second layer of packaging. I actually kind of like it. Makes it so you can show it off. This is obviously camouflage is the theme here. They've already shown the pictures of this, so it's not like I don't think this will be a surprise for at least RLC members, right? You've already seen this, but let's have ourselves a look at the model. So this is what it looks like. Cool kind of dirt-colored base, camouflage model in a Spectraflame copper color. And I have a feeling that once we get this acrylic off of this, it's going to look fantastic. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to unscrew this. By the way, here's all the other information. This is number 3711, 25,000. I still think this, this will sell out. They all do. But I'm hoping that we'll get most people saying, yep, I got it. Let's hope that's the case. But let's get this thing opened up. All right, here it is. And holy cow, this thing is fantastic. I really like the style of the camo first and foremost, and it's a little bit more artistic, right, than your standard camouflage. I love the fact that it is kind of a matte camo color over a Spectraflame. Maybe we'll call this root beer as the color more than copper. It's more of a root beer color. It's one of those things, like I've seen the pictures, but this is one of those situations where pictures, my videos, nothing are going to do it justice. I promise you're going to see this thing and go, wow, I am glad I got it. Rims look cool on this one. All the details are here. Now, obviously, this has a couple of opening parts. I'll hold this up real close so you can see the interior too, because I don't know if you can see it on the turntable, but you can see two-tone seats on this thing. On the front and the back, which is kind of cool. And then, of course, it has an opening hood. Let's see what's going on. There's the hood. No detailing in terms of tampos on the hood, but that's okay. And then it has the tail that opens. I'm having a hard time opening this. There we go. Clicks open as well. There are two other versions. We'll go ahead and show off the other versions of this casting. Let's get that all put up. Like I said, I'm moving backwards. So we had the Golf version, right, from a year or two ago, which looks fantastic. In Golf colors, not Spectraflame in this one, just premium. So the Golf fans are going to have a hard time surpassing this one. That was the version before the camo, and then the first version was in this beautiful Spectraflame blue. One of the best colors they have, and different wheels, right? We have different wheels on this one compared to the others. A little bit of a thicker tire, right? I think. but all with the black bed. Everything looks really, really cool. So we've got the Raptors out of the way. Now I'm going to go just work backwards on pickup trucks, and we'll go through them very, very quickly so you can kind of see what the pickup truck collection is. Some a little harder to get than others. So moving backwards, you have this one. This is the Chevy C10. We have it in this teal color, right? Released fairly recently. This one has the adjustable stance, right? So you have a more stock stance. This is something that Brendan Vituski came up with. Then you can turn the wheels and they'll go in. You have the lowered stance. So we had that teal color. And then I don't think there was anything released in between the teal and the root beer version of this casting. So I'll keep it lowered here for this one to compare and contrast, right? So looking really, really cool. I like the root beer better than the teal, I think, but a cool casting. So that is the C10 pickup. And like I said, I think I have these in order going backwards. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I think before that was this Holiday Texas Drive. Now the Texas Drive, that's what it's called, but if you look, it is Ford, and it even says it even has Ford embossed in the bottom. This one was adjusted for the holidays. They added this piece in the back to put this reindeer in the back, and it's cool. It's what year was this one? I don't even remember. But it's all decorated up as a classic Ford. It's funny that it's called the Texas Drive. I have no idea why. As opposed, I mean, I understand the theme, but I don't know why they just didn't call it a Ford F whatever it is. This one says Ranger on it because it's a really cool casting. One that I have the premium all of the RLC and convention versions of. There's several. I think if we skip over the Raptors that we've already seen, this would be the last one. So going back to the Texas Drive, and this is like at least 3 or 4 years ago. This was a selections model. So you newer RLC members, you know that we did the selections where you vote on the casting and the color or the wheels and everything else. This one was voted on, and you can see kind of a mirrored gunmetal chrome finish was the decision by the collectors. Good decision too, with the matte black, actually more of a chrome black or a gloss black on it. Like the 5-spoke rims on this one too. Looks really, really cool. This one with the standard motorcycles in the back. That's what it usually has, is the motorcycles in the back. We're not done with the Texas Drive. There's still one more to go. All right, now we're going back a few more years, and here's one. Now we're getting into some pretty expensive models. This is the 4x4 of the '83 Silverado, right? Started as a lower truck, we'll get to that, and then was eventually modified as a lifted truck, I think, for one of the Hot Wheels racing series in premium, and then came to RLC in another root beer color, right? I guess we'd call it root beer. But what I love about this one is that it has the stock look to it, right? The Silverado striping on the side, big, thick white striping. It's definitely gained a lot of interest and a lot of value over time. That's one I bought way back when. All right, Studebaker. I can't remember if this came after the 4x4 Silverado or before, but this one's a little bit different. This is one of the original acrylic case models. It has the Neo wheels. Casting, I think, is kind of underrated. The basic is still, I think, better than this one. I wish this one had real riders, and maybe they'll bring it back someday. Even that, it doesn't even have the standard Spectre flame on it, so it's a little bit of a different model. But it was an RLC release, and I think you could get it in the Hot Wheels store for a super long time. Like, it didn't sell out for RLC members, so it became available to the general public, and they didn't buy it either. But I think people are kind of coming around to it. But it's a cool version, but we're in the real rider world now. I'm one of those that I think it's just better with the real riders. All right, going to hit a couple of legends now. The first release of the Texas Drive, and this casting debuted in the RLC, and then we've seen it in other lines since. But this is the original, and it's still, to me, the best. Spectre Flame Blue. The Spectre Flame's gotten better, but it still looks really good in the Spectre Flame Blue. Motorcycles, 2 different colors. All the detailing in the bed with the gas cans and everything else. It is super, super cool. And then if there's a legendary, like the king, let's see, the king of the RLC, right, in terms of value, has to be the Candy Striper, 55 Bel Air Candy Striper. I think next has to be the number 46 BRE, right, the John Morton BRE. But actually, it could be this one. It's up there. This might be number 2 behind the Gasser. It might be number 3 behind the BRE, but it is up there. It is the '83 Chevy Silverado. not where this casting debuted, but it's the only time this casting outside of the 4x4 has been in the RLC, which is shocking to me considering how popular this casting is. And it's still, I mean, think about how nuts people would go for it now. It has the chrome interior, which some people might think is weird, but it works because it has the chrome striping on the side and these thick white wall tires. So that is legendary. But there is one that comes before that. Now I think this one is kind of long forgotten. And it's this one. This is the, I don't even, look at the base, it's just blank. It's the Ford COE, right? I believe it's Ford. This is where I get criticized because I don't know my stuff. And I get it, I should know. But this is the earliest pickup I have. But white wall, big thick white walls as well. This one is one of those that I think people forget, but it's pretty cool. There you go. That is the legacy of the pickups in the RLC. Welcome the newest member, the fantastic camouflage Ford Raptor. You guys tell me what you think. You're going to get it. Leave me a comment if you're going to get it. Leave me a comment if you got it. And of course, I'll put something up on Instagram. You can respond to that. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mattel. Bye.